All right, Jim, here's the driver. Again, both the driver and the iron from this down the line angle. Just a skosh above the plane line on the down swings on both of them. And that's, like you said, it's catching up with you a little bit on the fairway woods especially. We're starting to get a skosh of a slice out to the right. That makes sense from being above that plane line just a little bit. But you see with the iron on our right and here with the driver on our left. And that's why that club's a little low over here when it shows up in your follow through. Just like we see over here with the iron. A little low there. And then again, that right knee could still be a little better braced on each of them. There's going to be a little daylight there between your knees as a result of that right leg straightening up a little bit. I love the balance there and how the shaft right there is parallel to the plane line on both follow-throughs at that point. That's a great indicator. And then with the driver down the line, or face on, and the iron, still going to see some of that up and down with the head because those legs are still a little more wobbly than we'd really like. And hands and arms continue to look pretty doggone good through there, through that impact area. His hands turned over so much better, man. That's one of the reasons you're hitting it so far. And then when it comes to the stuff we did out on the course just now, with the putts, chips, and pitches, I think I've shown you this little recording before. I've shown you that one, haven't I? The pitch. Look at this. This young student of mine just hit a pitch. This is his follow through. You see how the ball's falling right there? Back to the earth there, and it bounced in the bunker. But it's dead on line, isn't it, on the x-axis? So there are 3 of them. As he's going through his batch, see 3 of them are perfect distance. 4 of them now are perfect distance. 1, 2, 3, 4. One's a little long. At least one's in the bunker. So now there are about 2 or 3 in the bunker there that got hit fat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 right there. 8, I think, and one's in the bunker. 2 balls there. See, so 4 of them are perfect. Like we said, those pitches will come off every once in a while perfect when you try to do it. But the rub is, what happens if you don't pull it off perfect? Are you making double? Well, here, you know, probably maybe 4 pars, 2 bogeys. That might be a double or 2 from back in there. And that's what you did so well there, man. So that first batch, you were 6 over on number 7. Second batch, you were 3 over on number 8 with the pitch. The third batch, you were 2 under with the 9 putts. In that last batch, you're about 11 over for 9 holes when you left yourself the crazy complicated pitch. Okay? So, and again, the only reason you get those 2 on the green, you didn't get solid contact. The other 7 were fantastic.
This is Joel Suggs. I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend and showing you your swing on the 2D equipment that I have. And so I want to take about 2 or 3 minutes to just show you around Meadowlinks. This is the studio I use in the winter for all my students. You see there's the down-the-line camera angle for our 2D equipment. And then we have the face-on camera angle also. And then what we also have here is 3D equipment to where I can show you your swing from 6 different camera angles with this 3D equipment. And we can get your swing from down to the 1/120th of a second in terms of exactly what your hips, shoulders, and hands are doing in the swing. And then also, I have the most realistic hitting curve I've ever seen from puttersedge.com. So when you hit your full shots, it feels as realistic as possible. And then I have 3 different green speeds for you to practice your putting. 9.5 on the step meter, 10.5 on the step meter, and 12.5 on the step meter. That's benefited my students tremendously. And then also I have a lot of learning aids like this Smart Stick. You can see the rest of those learning aids over here in my bag that we can work on to help you learn the certain fields in your golf swing that you and I both want. And then also I help my students a lot with their equipment through the winter. This is a frequency analyzer where we twang your club and it gives us a reading here. And then also we plot your whole set, each club on these lines to see if the set is really matched or not. Quite often they aren't, and it helps my students tremendously when they find out what clubs are the offending clubs. Then if we get tired of being indoors and want to go outdoors and hit some, we can do that. It's my daughter. Ellie, good to see you. I haven't seen her in weeks. No wonder you've been gone, Ellie. You've been out here playing in the snow all this time. But this is our natural turf area. This is closed until April, as you can see. But it's a fantastic area where we can step outside and hit some balls and get some real ball flight. Or, if we get pretty satisfied that things are looking better on the video here, we're kind of cooped up inside and want to go outside, we can step on out and hit balls and see real ball flight for about 5 or 10 or 15 minutes, however long you and I can stand the cold, out into the air, and we see them land at these different flags. I have a yardage book for this driving range. It's the first one I've ever seen in my life where we know exactly what it is with the front, back, and middle of each green. And again, the covered area here is heated, so we stay out there for about 5, 10, 15 minutes, like I said. It enables us to see some ball flight, and then we get satisfied that things are looking the way we want, and we can come back inside, take off our coat, and look again at the video equipment to see how your swing's looking, to make sure that you understand it. And then notice too, my exercise ball up top here, and then also, so I help my students a lot with their fitness through the winter, and then I will help you also with your sports psychology, with your golf psychology from the golfpsych.com people down in Texas. That's helped my students tremendously a lot over the years too. So again, I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend. I look forward to seeing you again out here this summer at Meadowlinks, or even right now in the winter. I have a lot of people that work on their games with me right through the winter. Check out more information about the things I do to help you at joelsuggs.com. Take care.